episode of the First 30 has been brought to you today by the Baby Food Clothing Company. Check out the website today at babyfood.clothing. That's babyfood.clothing. Take advantage of free shipping on all U.S. orders.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Affirmative, Houston. And the view is marvelous.
Oh, we are glad to hear that. Let's get your initialization underway. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone, so it's time for you to take control of the mission. The main directives are displayed on the left edge of your display. Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars's surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
The view of Mars from up here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more. What other observations can I make about Mars? I keep marveling at its carmine landscape.
This is for the developers, just off the bat, if someone's starting a new game or something, they may not know how to play your game, unlike you, because you're the actual developer of it. But, start them off with maybe some arrows to show them, what to do. Like, even if you have the exclamations right here, have some things like, okay, this is where you start, you know, blah blah blah, and kind of show them the ropes so that they know how to do things, so that they're, you know, more efficient in playing the game, so that they aren't lost in the sauce as far as okay, what do I do to actually be able to enjoy the game. Tutorials go a long way. So basically, to better serve the things that I build, I'm going to have to strategically place these things better. Perhaps, playing again, or if I took a different approach, I would set them up, you know, like in a straight line, so that would allow me to put things like the solar farm in places that would allow all of them to connect to it. Although maybe that will possibly sap it as far as our energy is concerned, which would probably wouldn't help them overall. But who knows? Oh, okay, I totally forgot that the areas where you have to mine, you have to place these certain things in. So it would have been a similar situation.
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order. Why don't we start with your core memory? Can you state your primary directive?
I am afraid that I cannot.
That's okay. Your system may need more time to initialize. In the meantime, you can always refer to the mission guidelines printed in the upper left corner of your display there. You'll also have a built-in knowledge base. You can always access your operational directives there. All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base. So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Building worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources, so worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. Running that question through my cognitive system did not return an answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare, so get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base expansion is a go. Houston out.
It took a little longer for that to dawn on me to include an electronics factory, but I had to go in and figure out why I wasn't producing, certain materials, even though it showed that I had one of the, parts for the solar farm, and I just needed the other part. But if they had a full tutorial that showed you how to, get things going, that would connect all the dots. Just saying.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me? Where does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin? We are two separate entities. I order the buildings and workers to do whatever I decide to do. But they are only tools that I use to execute the Mars mission, the vessels to receive my will down on the surface. I am the mind that controls the parts.
I wonder what that ultimately leads to. Like, why are you doing like decision making as far as the choices? Maybe that's to include like a story aspect, but I'm curious to find out.
Finally, I can build additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them? They will boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet. The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it? I believe this is excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future. I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel fascinating. The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn. My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.